I'm not going to be on here too long, so I'm about to say what I got to say, and that's it. But I got to make sure I have this prayer that I do. Let me get myself together. Give me a second. Because now it's time for things to begin, and it's time for me to say what needs to be said. It's time for me to let it be known what time it is. Because now things are about to take place. Things are about to take place. The alignment is real. Everything is about to be on point. Alright, my people. It's that time. It's that time. Alright. Great mother. I want to say thank you for letting your voice be known and clear. I want to give thanks to the 7 ancestral spirits of creation. Without your divinity of creating, because of the divine mother, we all wouldn't be in these galaxies and universes and so on, and these planets would not be created along with this planet, along with the water and everything that's on this planet. To the archangels for your guardianship and protection and guidance. I want to give thanks to the angels for always being around us, and the ancestors for always letting us know what time it is in the spirit realm as well. Ashe. All right. So this is where it's going on, right? Y'all seeing what's happening across the planet, but this is the thing. I want to share with y'all. Back in mid-January of this year, Baltimore had a sinkhole. Now, back in June, I think 25th or sometime in mid or late June, a volcanic eruption happened in the Philippines. Okay? Now, all this stuff is happening because I keep telling y'all that the Great Mother is not playing anymore. I've been saying this for a long time. If you notice, when I go ahead and pray, I always mention the Great Mother. Okay? Now, you see my name. I go by multiple names, but I'm letting y'all know this name that I use is real serious, and it has a serious vibration to it. How you doing? Peace to you, family. Peace to you. All right, I'm gonna let you go ahead, do what you say and say what you say, whatever. But peace to everybody. The Great Mother and all of that is actually happening. She's actually that known Tiamat, Kai, Earth, Gaia, whatever you want to call her, the living planet that we're on. I don't speak Espanol yet. I'm working on it real soon. But the whole thing is, what's happening? Things are occurring at a rapid state. I need y'all to understand what's about to happen. Eventually, people want to have to move inland. I'm telling y'all, eventually you're going to have to move inland. I'm letting y'all know right now, that's what it's going to start looking like. I cannot give y'all the time and whatever, but things are going to be in a movement where it's going to have to be no choice of you moving inland. Okay? A lot of the waters are rising in certain locations because of the simple fact is Gaia, Tiamat, Kai, she is literally ticked off. Okay? And I'm telling y'all, the reason why she's ticked off the most is because we are not paying attention and we're not giving her thanks for the things that she provides for us. The vegetables that you eat, all of that, minus the MGO and all of that. I'm talking about the real food that we actually are getting from nature. We have to realize that she is a living organism. And I told y'all before that it's actually TikTok videos that people are actually asking the trees to touch them, and the trees are literally touching them. Okay? The trees are literally touching the people, and they say, "Can you touch me, please?" And the tree branches literally are touching the people. These are on TikTok videos, and there's nobody behind them. You can easily see it on YouTube. Nobody behind the trees and nothing. The trees are literally touching them. I'm telling y'all that Gaia is a living planet. Okay? So, the thing is, we have to start focusing on, like I said yesterday or last night, you have to focus on the Kundalini energy. You know what I'm saying? The Kundalini energy. The Kundalini energy is connected to what? To the spinal cord, which is also that's connected to the divine feminine. This person that left a message saying that there's no God, bro, the human is the God. Listen, I've been through all the schools, bro. You don't have to tell me. I'm trying to school people, trying to teach them, because everybody's not where you are, and it's real big. It's real bigger than what you think. There is a divine creator, first and foremost. That's the ignorant part, because that is also you have to also look at it like this. When it comes down to it, you are the divine living in human experience. Not many of you are, but a lot of you are. And you're the divine living in human experience. See, people need to understand that this is not no joke. That it is a such thing as spirit realm. It is a such thing of the divine creator and all of that. And also, that part, let me see. So we're supposed to be worried about the Leviathan creature that may be the size of the continents. There has been a creature, there has to be a creator. Yep, yes. Okay. When it comes down to the Leviathan creature, do we have to worry about it right now? Not right now at the moment. However, you have to get your minds right. That you have to get your spirit right. You have to focus on all your shadow work, all the stuff that you got to really work on self to elevate. Okay? Now, a movie that I recommend that deals with a lot of stuff that goes on with the waters and the creatures, I would say look at the movie Aquaman, the first one, not the second, but the first one. You'll see they call them the Atlanteans and all of that other stuff in there. There's also a group of African people, if I'm not mistaken, that can actually breathe underwater for like 10 minutes or more, and they actually breathe and swim and walk, and they can also walk. Okay, so Mer or More is connected to the water. Okay, I'm letting y'all know what the real deal is. Hold on, guys. Huh? Yeah, yeah. That's what I was saying. The Mer or More is connected to the water. So they were the navigators, but neither here or there. You know, I really want y'all to understand that it's really time to on your inner self. You have to start doing the shadow work on your inner self to get to the next level. Because this is dealing with the divine creation within you to create things here to make things elevate you up to the level. Because what's happening, she's letting you know, because she has her own Kundalini. Okay? She has her own Kundalini. And honestly, I need to let the women know, but mainly the melanated women know, that you are divinely connected to this planet. The black women, so-called black women, y'all are divinely connected to this planet. And since a lot of things is happening and a lot of y'all are off whack, she's off whack because you're connected to her. Y'all need to know your power. Y'all have to know your back. And Chet and Alec, they don't know what to do. Planet was built around you. The Gregorian calendar itself, know it or not, was built around you. Even though it's not the real calendar. All of the calendars were built around you because y'all all go through your moon cycle, which you call the menstrual cycle. The different phases of the moon controls and deals with your womb. Because the womb is dealing with the waters, is also a portal. Understand, we are made out of stardust and so on, is dealing with the Stargate. I can elaborate a little bit another time about this. But I need to let the melanated woman know that this planet evolves around you. The Gregorian 365 days in a year. Add that up, you get the number 14. The number 14 equals the number 5. The number 5 just don't deal with change, but it deals with what? It deals with the pentagram. The pentagram deals with arm, leg, arm, head. You call that a law. I'm trying to let y'all see something. The pentagram is also connected to an Orisha, which is by the name of Oshun. Then at the same time, the Moors use the pentagram too as a symbol for them. Peace, how you doing, Pisces the King? I'm letting you know, sisters, y'all gotta really wake up. This planet is evolving around you. Because a lot of you are. Everybody, you want to be like the woman that looks like this. The woman that looks like this want to look like this. She want everything that you have, including your men, and you're not waking up to realize what time it is. Listen. Tiamat, Kai, Gaia, Earth, whatever you want to call this planet, I keep telling y'all, she's not just going to 5D. Eventually, she's going to go to 10D. And your heart has to be right. You're dealing with the judgment of Mayat. What does Mayat judge? The heart with the feather. I told you on other live streams that this time period in the cycles that we're in is dealing with the heart. If your heart ain't right, you ain't going anywhere. You're going to have to what? Recycle, come back down this joint. Everybody is not going to make it. We have to keep that in mind. Everybody's not going to make it. Period. Everybody's going to keep on doing what they're doing. A lot of people going to keep on doing what they're doing except for a certain amount of people. But I'm telling you, the cosmos, the planets are aligning. All these different alignments that are happening, not just the catastrophes that are happening, but you're going to have people that's going to go through serious awakenings. Many people on this plane have certain special spiritual gifts. Those that heard the call, I keep on telling you, that call is that high-pitched ringer sound. That high-pitched ringer sound is like dee, dee. That is the vibrational code of the ancestral realm. In Christianity, y'all, and in Islam, y'all call it the angelic realm. Many of you people that are watching, brothers and sisters that are watching, you are either earth angels, elementals, or so on. This is also dealing with the star seeds and all this stuff. Listen, y'all heard the call. Some of you are realizing that you have things to do here. Many of you are healers. Many of you are healers to come help heal the planet and also help heal the people. Because right now we're facing a lot of things that's going on dealing with the mind, body, and soul. A lot of people frequencies are off. And it's not just the people. The animals are acting real different. The animals in the wilderness know something's going on too. Okay? I'm letting y'all know. I've been mentioning stuff about Yellowstone for I don't know how many years. Pisces the King, many others that watched me on another channel, I mentioned Yellowstone numerous times. But I'm going to tell you, that's the volcano that everybody got to worry about. When she explodes, all hell going to break loose. Because she's going to trigger other volcanoes and the other super volcanoes on the planet. You notice I call her she. So my thing is not no fear mongering, but I'm letting you know that you got to get yourself right mentally and spiritually. Okay? Because it's going to be more situations that are going to take place. And I said this in other streams. And I mentioned stuff like this was going to start happening. And I told y'all, the real New Year starts in the spring solstice, not in January. We still have a whole months till the next spring solstice comes. So we got to deal with this all the way until the next spring solstice. Now, y'all think that this summer or the summer solstice or equinox is something, wait until the winter remember, we're in a certain situation with her children together. Her children, y'all heard the high-pitched ringing sound. It's time. Many of you are seeing that the veil is no longer existing. What do I mean? I'm talking about the spiritual veil. The spiritual veil don't even really exist anymore like that. I told y'all about the gnomes and all this stuff that's coming out. I told y'all also about the werewolves. I said all this stuff because a lot of different people are mentioning this. Then you also have the Area 51, whatever. You got all this stuff going on. There's been intergalactic warfare that they're not talking about. There's been spiritual warfare that they're not really touching on. Listen. Gaia also been fighting because of what CERN been doing. People don't know that CERN opened up portals. And you know why they're doing that? They're trying to find dark matter. But they're trying to find the God gene. They're trying to find the God gene. Don't believe me? Look it up. Listen. The God gene is none other than the mitochondrial DNA that's found in what? Honestly, it's really found in so-called black women. Or may I say Asiatic women. That's what it's found in. So now we're going into a whole nother level of knowing what the hell is going on, right? By that being said, she is calling her children. Brothers and sisters, those that are hearing the high-pitched ringing sound, you can go to the doctors all you want. They ain't gonna say nothing wrong with your ears. They're gonna say nothing wrong with your ears. It's dealing with frequencies. Remember back in, I forgot what year, when people was hearing the horns being blown. That time, people was hearing the horns being blown. It was a worldwide phenomenon. Everybody kept on hearing the horns being blown. It was like, yo, y'all hear that? Only certain people heard the horns. Or the trumpets being blown, matter of fact. Listen, the Bible itself was taken out of the text of the Mami Wata. That's where it really came from. The symbols of Mami Wata know what time it is. Who the Yoruba call her? They call her Yemoja or Yemoya. See, she is literally letting you know what time it is. Is that McDonald's manager altercation related to probably not the attack with the orange? Yeah, it was creepy, wasn't it? So a lot of things are happening and we got to keep our eyes open because guess what? We got all until the next spring solstice, y'all. It ain't over with. I'm going to tell you something. This winter solstice is going to be a doozy for everybody. Watch how the weather's going to be like Arctic cold like and everything. I'm telling you. Arctic cold like weather like crazy, and you're going to start seeing a lot of wild stuff with this daggone winter. But the fall is going to be something too. The fall solstice is going to be something, or the equinox is going to be something as well. Because in order to get to the winter, you got to go through the fall. Now, see, here's the thing. During the spring solstice is when the sun starts resurrecting. During the summer solstice or equinox, that's when the sun gets its full capacity of energy. Okay, we're in the sun cycle. We're not in the moon. We're in the sun cycle. That is why a lot of these daggone ice glaciers are melting over there in Antarctica. So we're going to see a lot of waters rising, and then you're going to start seeing a lot of things happening during the fall. Keep your eyes on the weather in the fall, going into what, the winter. When I tell you that the winter going to be something this year, those that get all 4 seasons, it is going to be something this year. So I suggest you bundle up when the winter gets here. Those that are actually during the time who was around the winter and all of that, who get all 4 seasons. Keep your eyes on California, with earthquakes over there. Keep your eyes on that. Keep your eyes on Texas, most definitely. Also, those that are in Tornado Alley, keep your eyes open. Please, those in Tornado Alley, keep your eyes open. Do not sleep. Do not sleep. Those that's in Tornado Alley, keep your eyes and ears open. Keep your eyes on the clouds, the weather, everything. Those that are further in the south, Louisiana, keep your eyes on the weather down there. Keep your eyes on the water. People in Florida, keep your eyes on the water. Carolinas, Virginia, everybody keep your eyes on the weather, period, but keep your eyes on this water. Okay? I'm telling y'all, we got to go through all of this till the next spring solstice. Then after that spring solstice, we're going to start seeing more things happening after that spring solstice. So these years that are coming are very vital. And I'm telling y'all, it has a lot to do with the heart. The heart chakra is real. It has a lot to do with the heart. And I'm going to send a message to those that are stalkers, those that are weirdos, those that are really talking with a forked tongue. Y'all need to stand clear, because y'all don't realize that you are the parasitics of the planet. Those actually be in front of the camera smiling and trying to teach behind closed doors, you're evil. And you're doing stuff that you're not supposed to be doing. You're throwing stones at a glass house and hiding your hands. Talk about y'all. Y'all got that coming. Y'all are of Gaia. Don't think she's not going to get you. Don't think she's not. Yes, indeed. Oh yeah, hey, Pisces the King, you already know, bro. You look, peep game, brother. You know that I know. As soon as I mention this, somebody else going to say it on their channel like they came up with it. And T-Time, you right about that. Something's really big is coming, like a power grid. Yes, a lot of that stuff is going to be taking place. They've been talking about an outage, but that's dealing with Nasara, Jasara, and all of that. That's a whole nother subject. Okay, the person that I recommend to watch Nasara Jasara is none other than Dr. Kia Pruitt. She actually took the mantle when we were talking about that in our old channel. She took the mantle with that and started running with that. You know what I'm saying? So I recommend people go to her, Dr. Kia Pruitt. She talks about the whole thing there with Nasara Jasara, and about the new currency that's going to be coming. So yeah, but Pisces the King, you right. Beware of the tree. Yup. Who exactly? I'm already seeing it. But you know, and I know if they start saying stuff that's similar, you know where you heard it from. You know what I'm saying? But I'm letting y'all know from what I'm picking up is that Gaia is letting it be known what time it is. And those that are watching, I'm gonna be 100 with you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be 150 with watching. You are one of the children of her. And there's 5 of us on here. And if you're a troll, you'll know if you're part of it or not. You'll know if you're one of her children or not if you're a troll. Those that are not trolls, that know what time it is, that's watching, yeah, you're a part of her children. I'm letting you know that you're connected to Mommy Walter, and all those, the ones that are watching, y'all are connected to her because y'all are her children, both male, female. I'm letting y'all know because y'all know what time it is because y'all watching this and y'all paying attention. Listen, when I say that y'all are healers, y'all are healers. Y'all have work to do here. Y'all been chosen to do this. There's nothing to be scared of. There's nothing to run away from anymore. Accept your position. Accept your position. I'm going to say it again. Accept your position. Because you are now realizing that you are a healer. And now it is your time to do what you came here to do, beloveds. No more running. You can't hide. You can't be in the middle of the fence. You got to choose the side. And guess what? You already chose your side. You can't run from your destiny anymore. The ones that are the healers, I keep telling you, they're the real chosen ones. They are the real divine beings. The ones that call themselves chosen, they are the foot soldiers. They're not the divine beings that came here from the ancestral abode. Y'all have been assigned to do something. What? I cannot tell you. That is something that you have to find out. That is why you have to do the shadow work. There's a video I found that I sent to Brother Pisces the King today, dealing with the dragon. The like, man, they were talking about how the dragons represented the Great Mother, and how they had different elemental dragons. So keep that in mind, y'all. Okay? If there's anything you want to ask me while I'm on here, please ask, and I'll do the best that I can to answer the question. You know, I'll do my best. But if you have any questions, you can reach my email. It's BrandonForte48@gmail.com. B as in Bob, R as in Randy, A as in Apple, N as in Nancy, D as in Donald. Which one? Which volcano are you talking about? Because it was one that happened. It was one that happened in June last month. That started acting wild over in the Philippines. I forgot the name of it. But I was also talking about Yellowstone. Keep your eyes on Yellowstone, because that's a super volcano. That's one of the many super volcanoes that we have on this planet. But if she goes, all hell going to break loose, even over here. So just keep your eyes on it and the earthquakes that's going on. That's the one in Yellowstone, the super volcano. That's the one that can cause a lot of damage, because she can set all of them off. Okay? So my thing is, I remember being on that old channel years ago, and I told y'all, I told the brothers and sisters that that there's an Orisha that deals with the volcanoes and earthquakes. I told people that when I was on the old feature on the old channel, and everybody thought I was just talking crazy and said I was dealing with witchcraft and stuff like that. No. At one point in time, we used to deal with the elements and deal with the spirits of nature, and these spirits of nature represented the aspects of the divine. And I told everybody on that channel that we need to start going back into nature and start dealing with, talking and communicating back with Gaia again. So far, everything that's been, I said years ago, Pisces the King, one of the other subscribers named Shelly Kaysen, they knew that I knew what I was talking about. Now they're seeing that the stuff that I've been saying is real. Like, this stuff is not a joke that I'm saying to y'all. There's not no fear mongering, but we have to go back into this. We can't run from it no more. But here's the thing, not everybody can do it. You have to be one of the ones that heard the call. That's why I said those that are watching that hit the high-pitched ringing sound in their ear. Those that hit a high-pitched ringing sound like dee, that's one of the callings. That's one of the callings. There's nothing wrong with your hearing. I'm telling you, you can go to the doctor the following day, they be like, yo, your ears are good. What you talking about? Those that heard the daggone horns or the trumpets being blown, that's another sign. Okay? Look, we what is wrong with FBA recognizing their lineage out of humanity like all other groups of people do? To lose your identity but keep something deep within to where humanity mimics you is odd. Right. But here's the thing about that term, that title FBA, drop that term. That was made up. Listen. You know what? By you being half Jamaican and so-called Black American, you're Taino, my brother. You are indigenous to this land. I hope that you're, but you're indigenous. You're very indigenous. You know what? You know what? Hey, Sloan, you wrong for that, man. You wrong for that. You wrong for that, bro. You wrong for that. You wrong for that. You know I'm gonna call you off. You know I'm gonna call you. You know you wrong for that. Oh man, I'm gonna leave that alone. What you put that old saying from fulfillment by Amazon. You know what? You wrong for that. You wrong for that. You know people take that serious, man. But I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, I needed that laugh, but yes, Pisces the King. Thank you for saying that. FBA and ADOS don't exist in the court of law. I've been saying that for a long time. You permanent. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, y'all. It just that just tickled my spirit right there. I don't know. Thank you, baby. Oh my gosh. Oh shoot. I gotta get back to the regular schedule program and hold up. Oh man. Okay, hold up. Let me get myself back in order. Okay. Yes, FBA and ADOS don't exist in the court of law. Pisces the King, you're correct. Yes, you're right, T-Time. But here's the thing, T-Time. I'm gonna let you know, by you being so-called African American or Black, Moorish, whatever you want to call yourself, you're Taino. Where did you, okay, the Black American part, this is, before I go back into this, I got to ask you a question. I'm going to help you with this. Who is so-called Black American in your family? What parent? Was it your mother or your father? And where did your family that was Black migrated from? Your mom. Where did her family migrate from? What state? So I can get something real quick, and then I'm gonna go back to the regular schedule programming. Alabama. Now, Alabama is not that far from Mississippi and Louisiana, correct? Because I don't have a map on me right now, so I'm trying to like visualize and make sure I'm right. Because Alabama, I don't think it's that far from Texas. It's not that. There you go. Listen. Your family is indigenous to this land. Period. Because a lot of us was already over here. We were practicing, we were practicing Santeria and everything over here in this country. We was practicing voodoo and Santeria over here. True story. I want to give a shout out to the sister on TikTok. Her name is Ayana, but she also go by Arawak Nation TikTok. Also a shout out to Miss Nebraska on TikTok. I recommend everybody to watch Miss Nebraska on TikTok. Beautiful sister. Those two sisters know what's going on when it comes down to our nationality. Okay? Now, what people are finding out that when Christopher Columbus, who they call Columbus, he had a so-called black man. Slow, you need to stop. Hey, you right though. But Christopher Columbus had a so-called black man that was his navigator, and he brought him over here allegedly, if not the daggone Caribbean. There they saw people that they called Moreno or Moors. That was the color of the people, Moreno or Moors. That's what they called them. Okay, keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to share that with y'all, and then to top all that, we practice all of that over here, the Santeria, the voodoo, all of that. We practice that over here. Okay, this is documented facts that we practice that over here. There was a sister who I'm a mod for, the original Copper Color Empress Holbert. I spoke to her personally, and she literally said out her mouth that we practice that over here. Before all that, we was practicing that over here. There's also mounds or pyramids over here as well. You need to also pay attention to what's going on in the Grand Canyon. What's going on in the Grand Canyon? White sage is smoking at the Grand Canyon because lightning struck the Grand Canyon, and now you got white sage being they're smoking out there. This is something that I'm talking about on the news, y'all. And this is also connected to Gaia. I'm trying to stop. This is also connected to Gaia and also dealing with what's going on the planet. So we're seeing a lot of things that's going on that they're not talking about on the news media. So please understand that this is actually happening as we now speak. We have to realize that we got to go back to our ancient practices. Whatever the calling and whatever you're being guided to practice, that's you. I have my path. All of you have your own path. But it's now time for us to start paying attention to what God is trying to tell her children. Matter of fact, it's time to really focus on what's happening across the planet, dealing with the natural disasters and the elements that's going on, the catastrophes, whatever you want to call them. You got to pay attention to what's happening. Okay? I mentioned the mermaids. I told y'all Real Kaya did videos on it. She have videos on the mermaids. There's other people that talk about the mermaids. I forgot this Haitian sister that's on here. I forgot her name. But she talked about mermaids too. Look, the brothers and sisters in IT, they know what's going on. They know about the mermaids, all of that. That's all connected to Mami Water. That's also connected to a whole lot. There's also been well-known facts that even down to the Yoruba people, they said that Yemoja was also depicted as a mermaid. And some of you actually go to a place to probably get your coffee to have her as a logo, and that is none other than Starbucks. Okay, Starbucks have her as a logo. So, and on her crown is that of a 5-pointed star, if I'm not mistaken. So, brothers and sisters, my thing is just keep your eyes open on the weather. Don't get scared. There's nothing to get scared of. He said my part of my calling might be stay married. To be stayed married, maybe be better is to be together in these times to come. I love Starbucks. Yeah. Good. Congratulations on your marriage. Hey, y'all must be meant to be if y'all still together. I just want to let y'all know it's nothing to be scared of, but keep your eyes on the weather and make sure y'all subscribe to other channels that's talking about stuff like this where we can dialogue. Okay? I shout out to all the people that I listen to. I can't name everybody, but I will name them next time. But I want y'all to know, just keep your eyes and ears open on everything that's going on across the globe. And also shout out to Mother Shelly Kaysen. She said out there where she at, there's a volcano out there too that she's keeping an eye on. So I want to give a shout out to that beloved mother. You know what I'm saying? Very good subscriber. I mean, her talk all the time. Pisces the King. You know me, you always talk when we get a chance to send each other messages. Sloan, I'ma holler at you. Tea time. Man, you want to really talk one day. You know what I'm saying? So on that note, y'all, do not get scared. Don't. Really? Thank you, fam. Thank you. I appreciate it. Make your mark, my dear brother. So, look, when it come down to it, do not get scared on the changes of the planet. Work on yourself. Work on yourself. Work on the divinity of you. Work on doing the shadow work within. The thing is about those that heard the call, we have to work on ourselves. We have to evolve and transform. You understand? Do not get scared on what's happening with Gaia. By you being connected to her, you're going to be fine. All you got to do is work on your divine self and get yourself in line with her. And I guarantee you, you're going to be fine. On that note, beloveds, I love all of you. May you all have a great evening. May you all have a great, blessed night. If you're resting, if you're working, have a great evening. If you're working, whatever the case may be, may the divine protect you and yours. May the ancestors protect you and yours. Okay? It's your boy right here, Negadezo, also known as Green Light Cosmic Angel Fire, Brother Bree Forte Ill. I'm out. Talk to y'all later. I'll see y'all soon.